Hello children, welcome to at Sharda Public School English Learning Platform. My name is Archana Bhandari. I teach English for grade 7. Let's start our today's topic, summarization of the poetry Pirate Story. Learning outcomes are you will be able to summarize the elements of the poetry and poetic devices, summarize using the stanzas of the poem. Let's begin. Activity 1. Study the summary on the basis of elements of poetry using the mind map on Pirate Story. Elements of poetry are theme, mood, purpose, and language. Theme is the subject of a text. It is the main idea, life lesson, message, or moral about life or human nature. Adventure and full of excitement is the theme of our poem. Mood. It's an overall feeling how the reader feels after reading a poem. Happy and excited is the mood of a poem. Purpose. The poet has an author's purpose when he or she writes a poem. To tell us through our imagination, we can have adventurous experience is the purpose of a poem. Language of a poem is simple and easy to understand. Activity 2. Study the summary on the basis of the poetic devices using the mind map on Pirate Story. Poetic devices are tools, techniques that helps to improve the quality, comprehension and meaning of a poem. Rhyming words sounds the same at the end. Swing, spring, lee, sea. Afloat, boat, star, Malabar. Sea, bee, road, shore. These are the rhyming words of a poem. Rhyme scheme is the pattern in which the last words in lines rhyme. AB, AB, CD, CD, EF, EF is the rhyme scheme of a poem. Activity 3. Study the summary on the basis of poetic devices using the mind map on Pirate Story. Poetic devices are imagery, alliteration, and simile. Imagery. It helps the reader to form a picture in their mind. Alliteration. The repetition of sound at the beginning of words appearing close to each other. Vary of the weather and steering by a star. Here, WW and SS sounds are repeated. Simile. Comparison of two things using the words like or as. Waves are on the meadow like the waves there are at sea. They are as mad as they can be. Activity 4. Study the summary about the poet using the mind map on Pirate Story. About the poet. Robert Louis Stevenson is a poet. He was born on November 13, 1850 in Edinburgh, Scotland. He died on December 3, 1894. He was a Scottish novelist and an essayist and a poet. He was one of the most popular and highly praised British writers. His famous books are Treasure Island, A Child's Garden of Verses. Activity 5. Study the summary of the other elements of the poem using the mind map on Pirate Story. Other elements of poem are setting, character. Setting of a piece of literature is the time and place in which the story takes place. It includes social statuses, weather, historical period, details about immediate surrounding. It provides the backdrop to the story and helps create mood. Meadow is the setting of a poem. Character is a person in a play or poem. It may be revealed using their actions, words, or thoughts. There are three children as characters where they are acting as pirates. Activity 6. Study the summary on the basis of the stanzas of the poem using the mind map on pirate story. Summary of the pirate story. First stanza. We find three kids in a meadow who pretend to be sailing in a sea. The winds are blowing. It is spring season. They imagine themselves to be pirates. Second stanza. The kids are arguing where they should go for an adventure at sea. They are cautious of the weather. They are moving towards the direction, seeing the stars. They wonder their first adventure should take place in Africa, Providence, Babylon, and even Malabar. Third stanza. Before the three kids decide where to travel, they see cattle on the meadow making noise. They imagine there is a squadron on the sea. They, as pirates, decide to try and escape from there. In the end, they imagine wicket to be the harbor and garden as the shore. I hope you have understood the poem, the poetic devices, and the elements of the poem. Thank you.